Hi everyone! Happy Wednesday. I didn't know what day it was. Happy Wednesday. Sorry for the 5-minute delay. On Facebook on my desktop, it said my camera wasn't available, so restarted the computer. It's great, right? All is well in the world. But I hope you're having a great day. Hi, Austin. And this is going to be about 30 minutes, and I'm going to just make it short and sweet, chock full of good info. So as you're jumping on, please feel free to just drop a comment of where you're tuning in from. And as I go, if you have questions, feel free to just put it over in the comment section on Facebook and then Instagram down here, and I'll answer them at the end. So let's chat daily habits. I love daily habits, and I feel like I've become more aware of them as I've progressed in my oil journey and become more aware, and I've gotten a little bit older and all of that, just as I age and learn more and more and more about my surroundings and how my daily habits really impact my day-to-day life. So when we think about daily habits, we think about good things, right? Not negative things. We think of drinking a lot of water, moving our body, making sure we're sleeping, eating the right food, things like that. But we never really think about the negative habits that we do on a daily basis, like too much screen time, or if we sit too long. Hi, Lizzie. And what are other negative habits? Negative self-talk. I mean, the amount of what we do for self-talk for ourselves, if it's positive or negative, can really truly impact our health long term. So there's so many negative things that we can think about, but I want to talk about simple things that we can add into our lives or just start doing to really live a healthier and happier lifestyle, because it's the most important thing. We want to live happier, we want to live longer, and we want to feel younger for longer as a general sense of humanity, right? So, hi Karen. And with that, daily habits, I fully understand that they're not done overnight. Habits aren't created overnight. You can't just say, I'm going to do this long list of things, when in reality, that's only going to get you one day, because it's over time. Simple steps over time create habits that become our life. So, if you're hopping on, put some oils on if you have oils, because that's the most fun part. I just put some Motivate on. Honesty time. I was watching the Taylor Swift Reputation tour on Netflix because I had watched the Beyonce Homecoming one this weekend. The Beyonce one was so good. Can we all agree? There's some choice words, so don't watch it if you have little kids, but she's a powerful woman. So there it is. Let's talk about habits. So when we talk about doTERRA, I love doTERRA, friends, so much. And as I'm just in it more, I am so thankful that I've aligned with a company who truly loves people and who wants to nurture and take care of what we've been given on earth. And I think that is such a blessing that we're able to use these plants, especially with Earth Day being on Monday, just using these plants to our benefit because they've been put on the earth for our benefit, but also giving back and replanting and reforesting areas in the world that have been deforested and things like that. So they're a beautiful company. If you have time, go to YouTube, after I'm done talking, of course. Go to YouTube and search doTERRA Co-Impact Sourcing, and you'll truly see the heart of doTERRA and how we get our oils. So doTERRA is unlike any other, and that can be found through our sourcing pattern. So on my mouse pad, this is kind of fun. This is our global botanical network where we get all of our oils. We get them over 46 plus different countries all around the world, of where plants are meant to be grown and thrive. So I know in Spokane, lavender thrives here, but Bulgaria produces the best therapeutic benefits for a lavender plant because it's meant to thrive there, not just grow. So they go to the ends of the earth to get the best of the best, and they truly help love, and support those people in those countries. And it's not working with middlemen. It's working directly with farmers to impact their daily lives with a fair and on-time wage and providing for their basic needs as humans with like water sources and clinics and schools and libraries and homes and everything they need, and just love on them as a people. So I love that about doTERRA. Actually, one second. Let me turn my light on. It's getting a little darker. Okay. There we go. Facebook was looking a little... So I got stand-up desk, guys, this week. And now I can actually use my lamp to its advantage versus putting a ghetto, like, lamp. Like a nightstand lamp. Okay. So, doTERRA. That's why we love them. All the things. So when I'm talking about using oils, here's the perk to oils. They're there when you need them. It's not like you have to go to a Rite Aid or a Walgreens to get a prescription filled or to go get like cough medicine. Oils are in your home ready for you to be used. And it's not like you have to make that extra trip. They've already been delivered to your home, and you have this toolkit to support almost anything that you have. So say you get like an earache, or if you're bloated, or if you get a headache, or if you have a gnarly pimple that you need to take care of before you go out for the day. Things like that, it's already in your home, and it's there to be used. And I think that's just so beautiful because you have hands-on tools to take care of things versus having to go somewhere else, search for it, buy it, take it internally or whatever. So that's the perk of oils. But using oils, there's 3 ways. I'm going to get to daily habits, but I was going to cover the basics of how to use oils because I'm an oil lady. So let's just do that, right? So 3 ways to use oils aromatically. So diffusers. Who snagged one of these? Isn't it so cute? The Mother's Day one? I love it. It's in my office. It doesn't like being picked up. It's just so cute. And I like that there's a pink lamp or light setting to it. Diffusing, simple way. Put oils in it, fill it up with water, turn it on. You get benefits. I'm breathing in loads of plant magic right now that's dancing in the air. Second way, aromatically, we can do like a drop in our hands of oil and then rub it together and inhale it aromatically, right? Topically, putting it on the skin. So if you have head tension, putting it on your head. If you have a stomach ache, putting it on your stomach. If you have a pimple, put it on the pimple. Things like that for topical use. The only 3 no-no zones are don't put them in your eyes. Do not put it up your nose. So if you have a nose ring and it gets infected, don't put it inside your nose. Put it just on the outside, or if you get a bubble, oils can help take care of that, doTERRA oils. And then just don't put it down your ear canal, but you can do it like, put it a little bit right there, but just don't like turn your head, put a drop down your ear canal. Not a good idea. Other places in the body, fair game. So if you have a baby, you can make a postpartum spray, things like that. When using oils topically, though, we want to dilute. One, it's going to stretch your oils longer, so it's going to be more cost efficient. Whoop, whoop. Second, it's actually going to be more effective because doTERRA essential oils are highly volatile aromatic compounds, which means they evaporate off the skin quickly. So when you use a fractionated coconut oil or like an unscented body lotion, it's actually going to be the vehicle to get it into the muscle tissue, so it is actually absorbed and a little bit more concentrated versus like evaporating off the skin quickly. What is fractionated coconut oil, you might ask? It's just coconut oil that's liquid all the time. So you see the shiny. But when we're using oils topically, if you're not wanting the shiny hand situation, roller balls are great options. They're pre-diluted with this stuff already with like oils. So it can be easily rolled on for topical use. Pretty beautiful, right? And then the third way to use doTERRA oils only, is internally. So you know if you can eat it or not if it has a supplement fact label. So lemon has a supplement fact label. Booyah. Balance only has an ingredients list. That's how you know. When using oils internally, glass, metal, or ceramic. I drink out of this guy on a daily basis, or like Hydro Flask are really great options. Or you can make your own veggie cap, which these are like $4 for 150 capsules. Super fantastic. but you can make your own little pill. And I'm going to show you how to do that when I'm talking about one of the oils. So that's great for internal use if you're not about tasting the oils. I don't mind tasting oils, but some people don't like it. So like my husband, he does not like the taste of oil. So we veggie cap it for him. For me, I just like do a bunch of drops under my tongue and I call it good. And I drink lots of water. So yeah. Hi, Tiff. How are you? Okay. Those are 3 ways to use oils. Search Co-Impact Sourcing doTERRA on YouTube. Simple. Okay. Let's talk about daily habits. So I love that doTERRA is not just, let's talk about oils. They're like, hey, let's talk about how we can get healthy and actually be vibrant in our bodies that we've been given, because we don't want to feel sluggish or tired or pain or irritation or headaches or anything like that. You don't want to feel that. You want to feel energy and vibrant and so much energy and all of that. We would prefer, correct? We can all agree on that. Like 2 p.m. hits, if we could not desire that 3rd cup of coffee for the day, that would be stellar, right? So there's some things that we can do with that. But doTERRA is super awesome, and they have a wellness pyramid. So there's 3 categories on the bottom. Yes. And the first one is eating right. When we think about eating right, that means probably not going to the McDonald's or Starbucks drive-thru, because Starbucks is actually really bad for the food. Like, they're just fast food, right? But instead, putting that banana or the apple that's actually also fast food in your bag on your way out of the house, and just choosing simple swaps that we can really implement in our daily lives to eat right. So having a whole foods diet, getting all of our nutrients that we need throughout the day, eating less sugar. Easter got me, guys. I have a sugar problem. I'm fully aware of that. It is a real addiction. So I did better today than I have the last couple days, but it's all a journey and it's all a progress. And it's not like I get a slap on the hand for eating those extra couple Reese's peanut butter cups, because man, they're good. But combating that with like eating more carrots and eating or drinking my green juice and things like that. So at that bottom, we have to have that foundation of health of what we're fueling our body with in order for everything else to flow from that. And I love the idea of asking yourself, is this going to fuel me with health, or is this going to fuel disease in my body? And if it's going to fuel disease, like that extra peanut butter cup, probably it's not that great for me. It may help me deter my cravings to something else that's actually going to fuel health. So it's really that mindset shift, and it's easier said than done. Let me tell you, as a collegiate runner, my freshman year, I would eat a whole Little Caesars pizza to myself at like 10 p.m. at night. Yuck. Now, delicious back then, being 18 years old and broke as a joke. So it's fine. It's a journey. We all learn. So doTERRA has created a supplement line, though, that is their #1 selling product, and it has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you're like, I'm going to try it, but if I don't like it or I don't feel anything, I'm going to send it back, and they'll give you a refund. It's quite beautiful. But they have helped us create that foundation of health because, friends, we live in 2019. So nothing is sourced how it used to be sourced, and it's not providing the nutrient density that we need, even if you're eating a whole food diet or if you're vegetarian, things like that. So with the Lifelong Vitality Pack, it's actually going to meet those basic needs that we need to have that foundation of health so we can build everything upon that. Hi, Ty. How are you? Or is it Quentin? So, the supplement pack. First one, Microplex VMZ. This is going to be your 22 essential nutrients that we need on a daily basis that most of us are not getting because we live in 2019. And I guarantee most of us are not eating 13 servings of vegetables. We can all agree, right? Like, we eat whole foods here, but I mean, I forget to eat sometimes. Like, oh, hi. Hi, Q. And yeah, so this is going to meet where your diet's lacking. It's whole food sources, which means it's going to be absorbed and recognized in the body as food, and it's bioavailable, which means you're not going to have that neon green pea that most supplements give you, because your body's actually going to absorb it, which is super duper important because now you're not wasting money. Okay? And with this, it's going to give you like that broccoli and kale that you might not necessarily want to eat, but it's in there. Which you still need to be eating whole foods on top of this, but it's just that added, get you to that point. Then the next one is the Z omega. This is going to be your omegas to balance out your 3s and 6s. As Americans, we're very high in omega 6s. So it's going to balance that out. And then you're also going to get 7 essential oils that are super herbaceous and spicy that are really great for antioxidants, which antioxidants help the body heal, and it helps our skin, hair, and nails, and it helps fight bad things in the body and oxidative stress and all that kind of stuff in the body. So this is super important, and it's also anti-inflammatory. So if you think of like a car rusts over time. Adults, as humans, we rust over time, we age. So this is going to slow that process, so you're going to feel younger longer. Are we getting it? Okay, so last one, alpha CRS. Alpha CRS, like I like to say, it stands for can't remember stuff. And it's kind of like a brain defogger. So it's going to produce more energy into the cells, ATP, mitochondria, powerhouse of our cells, 6th grade science, right? So good. So that's going to support the cells, cellular level, to give you more energy, reduce free radicals in the body, and all of that. So all of these 3 together work synergistically. It's not like, oh, can I just have the multivitamin one and not the other 2? No, they all have to work together for you to have that foundation of health. So these are super duper beautiful for all the things. And I can tell you, I feel more energy. I sleep better. My skin is so much better. I have more energy. Did I say that? The 2 p.m. crash is not a thing. So much goes into those. And if Damon and I were stuck on like a stranded island, I would choose those if I only got one doTERRA product for the rest of my life, because I know how good I feel and I'm not willing to give that up. And that's really important to me. So if you want to feel more vibrant, baseline health, lifelong vitality supplements. Okay, let's talk about a couple other things in regards to gut health, because if you struggle with anxiety, depressive feelings, skin stuff, hormone imbalance, bloating, gas, burping, all of that has to do with your gut. Sorry, not sorry. Good to know, right? So when we think of our gut, a lot of things are housed there, including 80% of our immune system. So if you get sick frequently as well, there's probably a gut issue going on, which we need to figure that out, right? So gut microbiome health is super duper important, and doTERRA has also created some products to support a healthy gut. Super fun to talk about, right? Pooping and all the things. So TerraZyme, I love TerraZyme. I take 3 a day because my gut health, my digestive enzymes aren't there. So TerraZyme is a digestive enzyme. In short, it helps eat your food for you. So it's going to eat all the food that you eat, like mush it up. So it's easier for the body to like use and excrete through the body. So it's going to take the pressure off of the digestive system so it can be working in other areas of the body. It's not that big of a pill. Also, if you struggle taking pills, I take 9 pills of the Lifelong Vitality Pack. This, couple others a day. If you struggle taking pills though, put it in your mouth, drink some water, tilt your head forward, and then swallow, and it'll be super easy. And if you say you can't swallow pills, that's a lie, because you eat and swallow food every day. So it's just a mind matter thing. So TerraZyme, it's going to eat your food for you. Super awesome. Take it before a meal. It's great if you overeat or if you eat too much candy, like on Easter and things like that. So digestive enzymes, super important, because we're not eating the foods that have the digestive enzymes that we need because the nutrient density is not there. Boom. The last one I'm going to talk about for supplement wise is PB Assist. So this is doTERRA's probiotic. It's awesome. It has 6 billion CFUs in it and has 6 different strains of probiotic or bacteria in it. But the cool thing is it's double encapsulated. So you can kind of see that green capsule in the white one. So the white one is the prebiotic. Yeah, I can figure it out, Sarah. So the white capsule is the prebiotic, and the green capsule is actually the probiotic. So it actually is time released into the gut, and it actually gets delivered to your gut, where most probiotics, they just get eaten up in your stomach acid and actually don't get delivered to the gut where it needs to be. So it's actually not that effective. This is specially time released, done. So we're getting pre and probiotics in one capsule, and it doesn't have to be stored in your fridge. So win-win situation. So all 5 of these bottles for that foundation of health is a great place to start. And it's okay to be the lady or the guy with the hot pink or green pill capsule that you can just put in your bag so you can take it to go. And if you forget to take it in the morning before you leave for work, you just have it in your bag and you take it at lunchtime. I'm totally that person. I'm like the old lady with the pill case, separated into my Sunday through Saturday. Totally okay. And we have a lunchbox for our supplements. So super simple. And there's ways to make it simple. And if you're like, I struggle at remembering to take pills, put a timer in your phone. Like put an alarm in your phone saying, hey, take your vitamins. And I promise you, when you start taking them, you won't want to stop taking them. It's not good. Emotionally for me, my vitamins have been like a game changer for my emotions. I cannot forget to take my vitamins. Bad news. Okay, so then let's talk about exercise. Exercise is another key part of our daily habits. For me, I'm obsessed with exercise. One, it helps clear my brain. It turns my brain off, really, because I am an overthinker and I'm constantly churning things up in my brain. So it gives me a time to actually like decompress while still moving my body. I love sweating. I feel like it just brings so much clarity. And I know that when I move my body, I'm producing energy. And if I'm feeling sluggish, I know I need to just go create some energy. I need to move my body. That's why I do dancing videos on Instagram all the time, because I just need to move my body. So that is super essential to our daily thing, because I mean, we're humans. We're meant to move our bodies. We're not supposed to live a sedentary lifestyle. And it's crazy because, so when I was teaching middle school PE, my students were anywhere from 11 to 13 or 14 years old. Their generation is going to be the first one to not outlive their parents because of our sedentary lifestyle, video games, cell phones, how we eat, all that kind of stuff. So let that be a wake-up call that we need to be moving our bodies and not sitting on our couches watching Netflix all the time. I mean, it's okay sometimes, right? And all of that. But if you're working in an office and you're sitting and then you go home and sit more, there's a big issue at hand. And if you're only doing a 30-minute workout, you're not moving your body enough. So exercise is super important. And versus looking at it as a punishment for our bodies that, oh, in order to eat this, I have to do that. No, that's a terrible relationship with working out and food in general. And I have been there, trust me. And instead of doing that, if we can say, I'm going to celebrate the fact that I can move my body in this way, it's going to shift how you feel about it. And if you feel good about it, you're going to want to do it. So all of it works together. But to help with that occasional muscle discomfort and soreness, you want Deep Blue. So Deep Blue, I feel like this is like a dude's gateway to oils, especially into like doTERRA. They're like, oh, Deep Blue only works, none of the oils work. But Deep Blue totally is awesome. So Deep Blue, in short, is like icy hot, but a gajillion times better. It works so much better. I used icy hot all throughout college and high school for my running, and Deep Blue is a game changer. So I put it on pre and post workout. I like it for pre-workout because then my muscles are warmed up and they're ready to go, but then post workout for the recovery aspect of it. Here's a little pro tip with Deep Blue. Don't put it on after a steamy hot shower and you're like a lobster, because your pores are open and you will not like yourself if you do that, because it might burn. But other than that, totally great to work for like any kind of muscle discomfort. I am one who holds all my tension in my neck and my shoulders. I go see my chiropractor for that, and he just like does the gun on me for it and cups me and all the things. But Deep Blue goes on right after my chiropractor appointments because he's just loosened all those muscles. And it also gets used when Mother Nature visits once a month because abdominal cramps and lower back pain are a real thing. So I love using that. I just like layer it and rub it in during that time of the month when I'm just really sore. I get back pains like a few days before I start. So it's always like in my bag wherever I go, just so I can like put it on and then go sit in my car with the heated seats, right? Or the heating pad. And it just helps it push it into the muscles a little bit more. So Deep Blue is incredible for exercise recovery and just to help reduce the stress that we put on our body. It'd also be great. So I'm a jaw clencher. So sometimes I will rub it like on my jawline. Make sure you wash your hands before you go to do anything else or you touch your eyes because it does have wintergreen in it. So it's gonna burn. So make sure you do wash your hands before you do anything else after applying it. But it's been a game changer in our life. And Damon has arthritis in one of his knees and this is in his CrossFit bag. And we love Deep Blue for all of its benefits. So if you have questions on any of those, let me know. If you have questions right now and you're just popping on, feel free to drop a comment in below and I'll answer it as I go or at the end, depending on what it is about. Sound good? So there's 5 oils that I want to tell you about, and it all relates to our daily habits as well. So I don't want that. Pyramid. Let me pull it up so I can see it. Okay, so we talked about exercise. We talked about eating right. Now, rest and managing stress. Raise your hand if you sleep at least 8 hours a night, my friends, because I'm guessing most of you don't sleep 8 hours a night. We're Americans. We're busy. Our cell phones are being charged in our room, and we're stressed out at work and at home and all the time and rush hour and all the things. So we're not sleeping and we're super stressed out, right? Which is not a good combo, let me tell ya. So there's some oils that we can use to help support that, which is really beautiful. So the first one is lavender. Lavender, Swiss Army knife of oils. It kind of does everything. It's calming and soothing to the body. So if you think like skin irritations, sunburns, it's going to be really great for. So as summer approaches, we're going to start getting crispy. The sun is out already. I've been getting tan. Watch out. And lavender is going to be super great for that, just to help soothe the skin. It's also going to be great for those mosquito bites that are super annoying and itchy. Just put a little bit on it and it should help reduce that irritation and that itch on that mosquito bite. But for rest and managing stress, when we think about that, if you're just stressed out, just put a drop in your hand, rub it together, inhale it. I clench my jaw, so I have a roller ball of lavender and I love just rubbing it on my jawline when I start clenching. If I'm prepping for some things like classes and freaking out a little bit or something like that, lavender goes on my jawline just to soothe me and all of that. It's also going to be great for bedtime to help with a relaxing and calming night's sleep. So you could put a little bit on your hands, rub it on your pillow, put a little bit on the bottom of your big toe, on your temples before bed, just to help calm and relax the body. This is going to be great 30 to 15 minutes before you go to sleep so your body can start shutting itself down and getting and prepping for sleep. Another great oil for managing stress and sleep is Balance. Now, Balance smells like a forest. I love it so much. Lavender and Balance would be great diffused together at night. That'd be perfect. But I love putting Balance on the bottom of my feet before I get out of bed, or like right when I wake up before I brush my teeth, because that's part of my daily routine in the morning. But Balance is going to help just ground you. It's the grounding blend. So if you think of trees, if you think of like a forest, don't we always just feel so grounded and serene when we're around trees and among nature, right? We can all agree that, because we're all connected. Or if you go put your bare feet in the grass, you can feel like just being grounded. So that's what Balance is going to help you do. And this is going to be great just to rub over your heart as well if you're a little overwhelmed, stressed out. Just inhaling it like that is going to be really great. Putting it on the back side of the neck. Loads of options when it comes to using Balance for managing your stress and things like that. But lavender and balance together are a great duo for that situation. Okay. The next part of the pyramid that we're going to talk about is reducing your toxic load. So we can all agree, it's 2019, there's a lot of toxins around all the dang time. So it's in our water, it's in our air, it's in our carpets and our mattresses and our furniture and our food and everything, right? Everything is just so full of things that we don't even know it, and it's just like normal. So when we think of reducing our toxic load, there's some simple things that you can do to really do this. And here is a little like insight. When you start to reduce your toxic load, you're going to start to smell chemicals. It's not fun in the beginning, let me tell you. You're like, can we go back to what that was so now I don't have to smell what I smell right now? So for me, if I run through a neighborhood and there's dryers going, I can literally smell the dryer sheet chemicals. If I go past Bath & Body Works, I don't smell anything delicious. I smell chemicals. If I, or like I get a migraine, car fresheners, migraine, things like that are causing inflammation in my body immediately because I've reduced my receptor sites in my body that it hasn't like, it's like, oh no, that's like foreign, keep that out of my body. So just adding like simple steps to your life to reduce your toxic load is not that hard. So if you think of like your cleaners that you use, switching them to a natural based product, dōTERRA has some great cleaning options. I make all my own cleaners, or I use dōTERRA's to support my cleaning, and it smells delightful and it doesn't make me high or anything like that, which is super great, right? And then filtering your water, but also using lemon. So lemon is great at detoxifying the body, especially when we drink it. So I have 2 drops in this before I filled it up. Just put 2 drops of lemon oil. It's going to help detox the pathway or detox the body more efficiently. So you may be using the bathroom more frequently. If you're doing this, totally okay. You're just excreting a lot of things in the body that aren't meant to be there. And with that, as you're reducing your toxic load, you may lose weight if you need to, because adipose tissue or fat surrounds toxins in the body. Once you start reducing that toxic load in the body's like, oh, hey, bye. And it's going to help you reduce your body fat. Kind of cool, right? That's not like you're gonna lose the weight kind of thing, but it could happen. People see that happen, which is kind of cool. I make a window cleaner with lemon, water, and white vinegar. White vinegar is a great cheap cleaner, let me tell you. It's like $3 for the big jugs. And then I have like a scrub, like a Clorox bleach scrub that I make with lemon oil. It gets sticky stuff off of things. It helps stop runny noses. It is wonderful. It's like magic. It gets like your whiteboard marker off your whiteboard super simply. Loads of ways, but it just helps reduce the toxic load in the body, which is really great. Okay. Next tab we're going to talk about is informed self-care. So this is the beauty of oils, having them at our fingertips, not having to go to Walgreens or Rite Aid or anything like that to get a prescription filled. We're able to have that preventative medicine that is so important and essential this day and age, because you should know your body. Most of us don't have a family physician. I grew up with a family physician. I don't know who my physician is anymore. I have one on my paper, but I've met him like a handful of times. He doesn't know me. Haven't seen him in over 5 years, but he's on my paperwork. That's the kind of situation. But when we have tools at our fingertips, like little brown bottles, we're able to take care of ourselves and reduce the load on like the medical system, because a lot of the things that people go to urgent care for, you could fix with these things, which is kind of cool, right? Like ear tension, stomach ache, headache, oils, cold, flu oils, things like that. So of that area of the informed self-care is going to be On Guard. On Guard is a wonderful oil. It is all things killing. It kills 99.9% of bacteria. It is great for cleaning. It's great to use topically. I love having a roller ball to roll down my spine and our bottom of our feet at night. We diffuse it in the afternoon. I make a super yummy tea with it. So loads of ways of using On Guard, but it's just going to help protect your immune system and support your immune system so you're able to stay healthier longer, which is pretty beautiful, right? Because let me tell you, I was a frequent shopper at urgent care growing up and throughout college, because at college we had free urgent care visits with our student IDs. It was actually glorious for that season of my life. But for the last 2 years, I have not been sick. I got sick in December. I got like a gnarly sinus infection, used oils for it, didn't go to the doctor. And it totally worked, which was great. But that was because I had run my body down so much. But since then, like, I don't get sick. And it's so cool. And if we do get sick, it's for a very short period of time. And it's never as severe as it used to be. So, win-win situation, right? On Guard. It's a blend. What's in it? Let me tell you. Wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. It smells like Christmas in a bottle. It's quite beautiful. And then the last one that we're going to be using for informed self-care is frankincense. Frankincense, if you're like, what the heck is frankincense? I've heard it's been given to baby Jesus. Well, yes, you're correct. But it's also a resin. So if you think of like maple syrup, like sap, that's what it is. It's hard sap that's been distilled into a liquid form because oils are liquid. And pretty cool. It comes from Somalia, but it's rejuvenating to skin and like cells in the body. It helps protect cells. Happy cells mean happy body, less dis-ease, right, in the body. It's great for anti-inflammatory benefits. So if you are sore, deep blue and frankincense would be really great. It's great for emotional benefits. It's grounding. So if you think of a tree is rooted and grounded in the ground, right? So that's what it's going to help do for the body. It's going to help like unify you if you're feeling scattered. It's going to help bring you back in and reel you in. I like doing a drop under my tongue, like where your wire is, not like on your wire, but if you have a wire, but right there, like underneath the tongue. And that's going to help support emotional and cellular benefits, which is pretty dang cool. But those two together we use on a daily basis as well. I really use all of these on a daily basis because it's just part of our daily habits for living a healthy, happy life. So that's the daily habits of what we do. Minimal, right? That's not all of them. There's so much more. But I mean, really, it's oil use is as simple and as complicated as you want it to be. So if you're wanting it to be simple, just adding like one new oil every 3 days into a routine is a really simple way of like adding that and just creating those habits. Because really, I feel like I live such a more vibrant life now than even when I was younger. Because I know my body so well, which is so cool. Like with headaches, I'm like, okay, what kind of headache is this? Is my hair really tight? Because that's a real thing, like heavy hair. Did I not drink enough water? Are my hormones imbalanced? Did I forget to eat food? Did I forget to take my vitamins? Like loads of things. And I'm able to ask myself questions. And then I'm able to address that. Or, oh my gosh, I got a stomachache because I ate too much candy. I'm going to go grab my Digest-N because I know it's going to help with that discomfort. So really having the simple tools at your fingertips to support so many areas of your body is such a gift to yourself. And in the beginning, it's always like, oh my gosh, what do I do with these oils? It's like this shiny magical unicorn showed up on my doorstep and I have no clue what to do. That's why you have a community who teaches you, and we have resources that tell you what to do. And I show you those resources so you feel empowered in your oil journey, because that's what matters to me the most. I want to make sure that you're feeling empowered in your home and in your body, and to get your intuition back. Because if your body's craving an oil or craving something, it wants it. And you're able to listen to your body more and better, so you're able to get to know yourself a little bit better and welcome yourself back home to your body and help it. Because things happen. disease happens. Life dang happens, people. I get it. Like, it's not like we live a perfect life, but with our oils, we're able to control so many more situations than other things. For example, Damon got a really bad bacteria infection last year. It was one that, like, a certain antibiotic probably wouldn't have worked because gross. I don't know where he got it from. And so they, like, tell us the news. Of course, my heart dropped because it's like, shoot, what are we going to do? This is terrible and gross all at the same time. But then I go, we have oils to support our body. He still did the round of antibiotics. We healed his gut after because antibiotics just totally wreck your gut. So it was like the process of rebuilding. But I was like, but if the antibiotics don't work, and just to go alongside them, we're going to be using Rose Touch, oregano, and On Guard Plus soft gels. Because I knew with those oils, because oils are just plants. And plants are living and so are humans. And when we're using those oils therapeutically on our bodies, they speak the same language and there's no language barrier. So they're able to get into that cell membrane, speak to the cells, ask it what it needs, and then do it. And it shows the body how to do it for itself. So it's just bringing it back to homeostasis, which is so beautiful. It's not like the oils boost something or like decrease something. It brings it back to balance, which is where we're supposed to be. And I mean, like, if you're feeling scatterbrained or like overwhelmed or anxious, oils aren't going to just calm you down. It's going to bring your body back to balance, which I think is so beautiful because that's how it's meant to be. So I feel like this may have been a little bit longer than I expected, 10 minutes longer. Sorry, not sorry. I'll get on a roll because I get so excited about this. And for people who are like, it's just voodoo, it's not, friends. If that's what you believe, that's what you believe. Totally respect that. But literally every single person should be having these in their home because it's not just about self-care. It's about taking care of your one dang body that you get on this planet. I'm staying on my soapbox. So if you don't have oils yet, and if you've been wondering about them, everything that I just walked you through is a kit. It's the Daily Habits kit. The oils don't come in the big size bottles. Sorry. But they come in baby size bottles. So they're 5 mLs, about 85 drops, still 85 drops. And you get frankincense. Shoot, so good. So if you're wanting to dip your toes in, this is a really great time because the kit is actually discounted. It's normally retail like $247, and for wholesale we can get it for $158 right now, which is so cool because it's 20% off. And none of the other ones are on sale right now. But I want you to feel good in your body. Because if you struggle with things, we all struggle with things. If you struggle with digestive discomfort, or if you get sick all the time, or if you are anxious, or like the list could go dang on forever. If you struggle with something, that's not how it's meant to be. You're supposed to feel good. Along with like the daily habits of like eating well, drinking water, like the basics. There's so much that you can add on. Hi, body. For simple steps for you to live more vibrantly. So, if you're just hopping on, go watch the replay. It's only 42 minutes. Not a big deal. I would love to help you. And right now we're running some things through my community, and I would be honored to walk alongside you. I'm not a good like counselor. I'm an equipper, so I will tell you what you should do, and it's your choice to take it or leave it. And I'm so thankful that my degree in health and fitness education marries so well with dōTERRA's journey to help people live better lives. So I would love to help you. If that's you, if you're watching this and you watched the whole way through, good job. Congrats to you. Stoked. Let's chat this week. I would love to help you. And if you're in Spokane, we can totally grab coffee. I'm always up for that. And I'd love to make something work in our schedule. But yeah, literally everyone should have these and should be using them on a daily basis. Even like if I forget to use my oils, I'm like, shoot, I need to use my oils. Like if I'm super emotional one day, I'm like, shoot, I haven't used enough oils today. I need to go do that because I'm going to feel better if I do it. So that's that little spiel for you. But I hope this is useful and helpful and you learned loads. And if you have any questions regarding anything that I chatted about or other health topics or anything else about oils, I would love to chat and answer any questions you have. But with that, I hope you have a beautiful evening, and I'm going to hop off. If you're in the Spokane area, tomorrow night we're having a class at the Indaba on Broadway, and my sweet friends Ryan and Jesse are going to be telling us about their trip that they just got back from Nepal. They were meeting our wintergreen farmers over there in Nepal, which is so cool. So they're going to tell us about their trip and meeting our harvesters who harvest the wintergreen and distill it for us. It's such a beautiful, like, red color that it comes out after it's been distilled. It's so cool. But they're going to tell us about that. So we would love to have you. It's going to be at 6 p.m. at 5:30 half-price drinks. And that's the one on Broadway. Not Kendall Yards, not Riverside, not Howard, not Nettleton. It's down in the Broadway store. Maybe come to Arizona. You can do a class. Just kidding. We'll see you soon. But yep. Okay. Have a beautiful night. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, Instagram.